This is the scene in the city of Homs today where two Western journalists were killed. One of them, American Marie Colvin of the Times of London. She spoke to Anderson Cooper just hours before her death.
The Syrian regime, their representatives have continued to lie. They've lied on this program to us directly. Well, Marie, I mean, you have covered a lot of conflicts over a long time. How does this compare?
This is the worst, Anderson, for many reasons. The last one, I think it's the last time we talked when I was in Misrata. It's partly personal safety, I guess. There's nowhere to run. The Syrian army is holding the perimeter, and there's just far more ordnance being poured into the city, and no way of predicting where it's going to land. Plus, there's a lot of snipers on the high buildings surrounding the Bab al-Amn neighborhood. You can sort of figure out where a sniper is, but you can't figure out where, where a shell is going to land. And just the terror of the people and the helplessness of these families hiding on the first floor. Just all they can do is hope it doesn't hit them. That's very, very difficult to watch.
And joining us now from the neighboring country of Turkey is CNN's Ivan Watson. Ivan, let's start with Marie Colvin, a very, very courageous, wonderful journalist. You certainly met her a few times. I interviewed her on a few occasions as well. But tell us a little bit about this remarkable woman.
I remember being in southern Lebanon with her. She was the next room over during the Israel-Hezbollah war. And this was a fiercely committed journalist who I had seen in hotspots around the world again and again, who I looked up to, who was kind of a legend, an institution. And the fact that this small journalist community has lost her and Anthony Shadid in less than a week, a Pulitzer Prize-winning reporter, that comes as a big blow to this, as I've called it before, shrinking tribe of foreign conflict correspondents. But even more than that, the death of so many journalists in such a short period, also the French reporter Remy Olchak, who's an award-winning photographer, highlights just how many Syrians are dying day after day in a conflict, a crackdown that's been going on for 11 months. And I think Marie Colvin would have really wanted to draw attention to the baby that she witnessed dying in Homs last night and focus on that rather than on her own death. Wolf.
You know, Ivan, another person who died in Homs yesterday was the Syrian blogger Rami El-Sayed. You recently spoke with him. He was a remarkable individual.
That's right. 2 weeks ago, I talked to him on the phone to try to get a sense of what was going on. This government siege of Homs, of one of the biggest cities in Syria by Syria's own army, had begun just a few days before then, and he was warning about shortage of medicines. He was calling for some way to help evacuate women and children from there and trying to draw international attention to the horrific situation there. And then we learned last night that he is yet another victim of this indiscriminate Syrian artillery bombardment, again, of one of Syria's largest cities. I'm going to warn viewers, the video of that was filmed of loved ones gathered around his corpse, it's disturbing to watch. This man had helped put out many other videos prior to that documenting atrocities in Syria. He managed to get live images up day after day of the Syrian bombardment of Homs. And it's people like him who have been documenting the human rights abuses, Syrian activists putting their lives on the line and smuggling the video out over internet over the course of this 11-month crackdown that has claimed, by conservative estimates, Wolf, more than 7,000 lives. These are very brave people, and they are paying for their activist work with their lives, Wolf.